Yes, welcome to the Jamaica Young Police channel. To our loyal viewers, subscribers, and Patreon member. At the channel, we are a group of law-abiding citizens who believe in the rule of law and respect the rights of every citizen, but not the ones who do not subscribe to such behavior. We do believe in and support preemptive strikes because they save lives. This is a logical conclusion because preemptive strikes save lives and prevent the further loss of lives. We are all about saving lives at this channel. We at the channel aid criminals with a passion and do not want them over here. We do not want your views, your subscriptions, your likes, or your comments. Please go elsewhere where the red carpet is waiting for you. Over here, we want you to go to prison or the departure lounge at Madden. Moving on to today's video. Yes, as I've told you before, the Jamaica Young Police channel, the only thing that you will get over here, is the truth and nothing but the truth. Yeah, so, if you want lies, you have to go elsewhere, All we will tell you over here is the real mama papa truth. Yeah, and that's it. And those of you who are calling me fascists, and I don't want to come by that, me I support a fascist. It's just the truth, you understand? The truth hurts only the guilty. We have never venture down a road like this before in our history, where people want to change normality. Things that since the dawn of time, we have two sex, you understand, two gender, male and female. And these people behave like they are gods. Yeah, man, they are gods. And what they do, they use economic terrorism against you. So here comes a man who, the rise of Donald Trump, it comes from Barack Obama, Barack Obama. Some people say I'm racist and this and that, but I don't know what you want to believe, but some of the things that he has said is true. And guess what? As a black man in America, I rather deal with the man who say him racist, but him fear. But you see, you want to pretend like him him more racist than he want to tell you. Remember me tell you that. So I have read through many of your comments regarding Donald Trump's presidential victories, and I have noticed a recurring trend. Some of you have labeled me as racist. Anyone who say a black man can't racist, I'm in a controlling system. Hater, or even fascist for my views. But let's take a step back and ask, why did Donald Trump win? Not once, but twice. If you dig deeper, you will find the answer lies beyond the usual labels and emotional reactions. What many of you fail to realize is that the real oppressors of black people, both historically and today, are the ones you think. They are the Democrats. How you mean? May I tell you that the Democrats, let's face some uncomfortable truths. The Democratic Party have positioned itself long time as champions for a minority. But a closer examination reveals a pattern of dependency and control. Just like how the PNP LGBTQ plus criminal organization has done to the people them in my community. Make them become dependent on them for live, think and everything. Them can't think for themselves. So they have marketed themselves as allies while implementing policies that perpetuate a cycle of poverty and disenfranchisement. Welfare programs that don't lead to upward mobility, education systems that fail inner city communities, and crime policies that disproportionately target black neighborhoods are just a few examples of how they have kept us dependent on the system. Meanwhile, they have weaponized social and economic pressure to force countries like Jamaica and those in Africa to adopt their cultural values. This isn't aid, it's economic terrorism, using the promise of financial support as leverage to undermine our cultural and legal sovereignty. You see Jamaican people them demonstrating in Jamaica. You see even in America, when time them boss of them LGBT and them have it all over the White House. The flag and all kind of thing. Nobody know, you understand? And you tell people say up is down and down is up. And sideways is up and sideways and sideways is down. So they attack on traditional values. So So since the dawn of humanity, we have recognized two biological sexes, male and female. But today, we are told that this fundamental truth is outdated, and anyone who questions it is labeled as ignorant or intolerant. Intolerant, them, and where them say, you can express yourself freely. I say, no, you can't tell me say you're a man, you have long seed and you understand, and you have your soldier, and you're a woman, you want to use woman bathroom. It's what kind of madness that? And you speak up now as a man or as a parent, you're a bigot, or you're homophobic. This ideological shift is being aggressively exported to countries with deeply rooted cultural and religious beliefs under the guise of progress. Progress what? The rectum is not a sex organ. It now the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization are do to our same people them in my community. You know, so I try a long time, I try to open people them eyes. So them have the people them, my people them, in I see them quagmire. So look at what happened in Jamaica. When I tell you this, when the Biden administration sent a gay couple as diplomatic representative, it was more than just a diplomatic decision. It was a political statement. So our Prime Minister Andrew Holness rightly stood firm, stating that such unions are against our laws and cultural norms. Yet the pressure persists. Why? Because these individuals and their allies in the globalist elite think they are gods, dictating what is right and wrong, natural and unnatural without regards to our traditions. Because of money, them feel say them are God. So the PMP LGBTQ plus agenda, so them in lockstep with the Democrats. Remember, when Portia was Prime Minister, Barack Obama got Jamaica, Wagwan Jamaica, and I saw them sign the MOU. You understand? And I saw them get for extradite Christopher do the squawk. We don't say coke on a criminal, but the MOU was illegal. You understand? So the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization in Jamaica has fully embraced this global agenda. The alignment with the Biden administration highlighted dangerous collaboration aimed at eroding Jamaica's cultural and legal independence. And if you don't believe me on them thing, now just look. Remember this guy when he Buju Banton, Mark Myrie, where he was at the PMP conference last year. Yeah, man. And I'm sure you and all of them things. I'll show you apartheid too, Yeah, man, it wasn't me, artist. Them apartheid. All of them. Yeah, man. So he was there in the national arena and he might tough up himself and because Stream knows I see him Democrat them, and them bring him down, send him to prison because them see him them set him up according to him. Him in a buy coke, or them couldn't set me up. Because I'm in a coke business. I'm comfortable, I'm not greedy. And then after that, them break him. Most of you most of you don't even observe and even have memory. Remember this American rapper named Kanye West. Kanye West and Buju Banton were friends. If you notice, during him tour in America and Canada, you notice who you never see? Kanye West. Because Kanye West not believe in them LGBTQ plus madness. And him say it. I'm big for that him get backlash. But not from the black community. Because the black community realize he must stand up for it. So Buju Banton now, then him come out and him drop, say, boy, I know boom bye again and him thing there. But now, see terrible turn. Because the people them in America, even Jamaicans, realize the Democrats are enemy of black people, especially black people. You see them turn back some Africans. Africans who are coming in America because them pass line and them country to protect them population. You want to tell the people them say the rectum is a sex organ and who dare to go against you? Economic terrorism. And the biggest terrorism that man you can impose on people. You're not supposed to impose something that is unnatural on people. So they use rhetoric of human rights and progress to disguise their true goal, the dismantling of traditional values that have held our communities together for generations. This isn't about equality, it's about control. They want to reshape the world in their image, and anyone who opposes them as labeled backward or oppressive. That's why the birth rate, the population in Europe are decline. So the way them have to do. That's why them use Barack Obama and them start war right. Syria, to make the people they migrate, because them don't want black people in them continent, in a for them country. For migrate, for build up that back them population. Because same, we learn this in a science. The way them teach you, like poles repel and unlike poles attract. That's why them don't like black people who can't speak truth. Them label you. If you notice, you're not going to see no black man where defend black liberation and if you can think and tell you the truth, you're not going to see them on cable news. You're going to see the Uncle Tom them. Black people, anybody where you see on cable and all of them things that where read news and them things, them have to just follow a script, them can't go outside that. Some of them have to ignore them conscience because it's all about money. So that's how we reach now. Money is the root of all evil. So Donald Trump mandate for sanity. Donald Trump victory represent more than just a political shift. It's a global call for a return to common sense and natural order. He's not perfect, and I have never claimed he is. But his policies challenge the status quo that seek to erase fundamental truths about biology, family, and cultural sovereignty. So next year, Jamaica can other country in the Caribbean and other countries in the world, especially in Africa. I don't think them do it in Africa, where you won't see LGBTQ plus flag. 4 years we get that with Donald Trump, where that did never there, it wasn't there. Cause Donald Trump there, them did want to put it up. Cause say what you call them the career diplomat them. No, Donald Trump said no. You can't disrespect the people, them and them thing there. You keep on madness to yourself. So now him have the mandate where him can use them Congress and the Senate and pass the law say we have two sex, male and female. No man can become no woman and use government money for man say him want on woman after him commit murder and all them thing there. And then Kamala Harris about it's the law. Madness that. But his policies challenging the status quo that seek to erase fundamental truths about biology, family, and cultural sovereignty. But if you notice, which one of your biggest YouTuber, them not gonna tell you that. Them not tell you that say the PMP LGBTQ plus is in bed with the Democrats to destroy you as black people. The same way them destroy if you look in all of the city them in America. That's I same thing like all the PMP, Black people are just kill them one of the damn crime and they make excuse of them. He's black and his parents, they suffer and they have no jobs and they're not educated and all of this. But yet, them encourage black people to commit crime. I see him thing. Just like in Jamaica. So that's why I want to stay far from them because at them, destroy black people. So many of you misunderstand Trump's appeal. It's not just about economics or immigration. It's about defending the right to think differently, to hold on to traditions and resist the cultural imperialism that's been forced upon us. Open your eyes to the real oppressors. The Democrats with their polished rhetoric and promises of inclusion have been some of the most destructive forces against black people globally. They pretend to be our allies while quietly implementing policies to strip away our independence and dignity. Them not no respect for it. They want us to believe that we are powerless without them, that we must accept their values even when those values contradict our beliefs and traditions. Look around you, in Africa, in Jamaica, even in the United States, wherever their influence spread, communities are left divided, dependent, and culturally fragmenting. This is not progress. It's a tragedy of control. We are trying to tell you, so one have a thing. If you have followed this program, you have heard me says repeatedly, the truth must prevail. It is time to recognize evil for what it is and stand against it. We must reject the narratives that to seek to confuse and divide us. Like poles repel, unlike poles attract. There are natural laws that govern the universe, and no amount of social engineering can change that. Donald Trump presidency is a chance to push back against the forces that have been undermining our communities. Whether you love him or hate him, his administration offers a platform to restore sanity and uphold values that have stood the test of time. Now it's time to stand firm and support what's right. You know, support no party. No man can be no woman, no cure when a guy say. I don't have any idea, George Soros, I hell him, not him Satan want nothing to do with him. Because Satan wants souls. So in time you have diminished souls, Satan have less souls. So Satan want you to multiply. If you notice, a Satan did inform upon the people, them, you know, the rear admiral, them in Sodom and Gomorrah. A Satan go and tell God and say, hey, you know, so the people them don't say I behave bad. I lucky me for run, you know. Because them, hey, them guys that make me puke, you know. That Satan have to say that, you know, Satan a devil, him a God for evil, you know. And Satan have to run from them. Because Satan say, hey, them people are depraved, you know. And so God have to send some angel go down there and blind them and destroy. You think Sodom and Gomorrah now exist? Them people no fear God. I see them so the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization, them no fear or respect God. So the Biden, so we are sure you say the Democrats are no friends of Jamaica. Biden hostile move against Jamaican diplomats. Because most of you know, as we're telling you already, well, we are talking about the negative one level thinking people them. We are sure you say the Democrats are no friends of Jamaica. Biden's hostile move against Jamaican diplomats. The Biden administration's decision to expel Jamaican diplomats that never happened yet in history of America after their visas expire has sparked outrage and raised serious question about the United States' relationship with Jamaica. This unprecedented move comes in response to Jamaica's refusal to recognize same-sex marriage. And you notice who your big blogger, your man at Politics Watch, never mention it because guess what? Him a PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization propaganda is a clear indication that the Biden administration is willing to bully sovereign nations into adopting its cultural and ideological stance. Far from being an act of diplomacy, this decision reveals a troubling trend of coercion and disregard for cultural values and laws of other nations. The roots of the conflict at heart of this diplomatic roar is Jamaica's decision to reject the same-sex spouse of a U.S. diplomat. The Jamaican government, citing its law and cultural norms, refused to grant diplomatic status to the spouse, as Jamaica recognized traditional marriage between a man and a woman. This rejection, however, was met with immediate backlash from the Biden administration. So, in case them don't know, you know, Jamaican people in the diaspora, you know, we not talk the licky and the beggy one them where the former FBI agent Wilford Rattigan they have out there and them thing. We attack the one them we can think and say they attack what them attack with little island because we are stand up for this. So at the heart of a diplomatic road, the decision to reject them same-sex US diplomat. In a Jamaica, marriage are between a man and a woman. We are not white people. We don't want it, you understand? See, white people, they don't want it. So Donald Trump, when him get the both chamber, Senate and yeah, put it in a law. Marriage is between a man and a woman. Finally. That was there, you know. Barack Obama, you know. Yeah, man, because in the pillar, you know. Until people start to see the root, see the real him. So the man was a devil in disguise, whether or not you want to believe it. Barack Obama not do nothing for black people. Let me tell black people, say, when a black man come out and say him, because a black man come out and say him a gay, Barack Obama say him a hero, and him never do nothing hate for America. Yeah, I see him thing with Brittany Griner. Yeah, I mean, she asking, you understand? I see him thing, and people say that, and people say, wait, you have a veteran and people will get whole in a Russia, and she has swap with all kind of things. People say, and people are not fool. So instead of respecting Jamaica's legal framework and sovereignty, the US responded by revoking the visa extension of 3 Jamaican diplomats, effectively ordering their expulsion once their current visa expired. This aggressive stance demonstrates a willingness to leverage diplomatic pressure to force Jamaica into compliance with US social policies, even when they directly contradict the island's nation legal and cultural standards. So you say you have to law and order, but you want Jamaica to break them law, to facilitate something that go against the rules and laws of Jamaica and the natural order of things. So critics has been quick to point out the glaring hypocrisy in the Biden administration's actions. While Jamaica is being punished for its refusal to recognize same-sex marriage, other nations with similar or even harsher stance on the LGBT plus rights, such as Saudi Arabia, face no such repercussion. None. Saudi Arabia not only criminalize same-sex relationship, but enforce punishments far more severe than Jamaica, including execution. And you think them can't do nothing about that? Because Saudi have money. So we as black people, them have no respect for. Them respect the Arab. But we, them, no, we are black people, we are slave. Them not respect we. So yet, US diplomats continue to work in Saudi Arabia without any demand for policy changes or expulsion. So you see the double standard. So we are black people, we are not a body. But the Arab, them, yeah, them respect for them culture, for them laws, because them execute rear admiral in Saudi Arabia. So this double standard raises questions about the true motivations behind Biden administration's actions. Is this really about human rights, or it's selective targeting nations that are seen as easier to pressure? Jamaica, with its small size and limited geopolitical power, appears to be an easy target for a US administration eager to project its progressive values abroad. Jamaica's laws on marriage and sexual conduct reflect deeply rooted cultural and religious beliefs. Same-sex marriage is not recognized, and acts such as anal sex and gross indecency between same-sex partners are punishable under the criminal code. These laws, while controversial in Western liberal circles, are supported by many Jamaicans who view them as a reflection of their societal values. So most Jamaicans don't even know why Jamaicans don't even in the rear admiral behavior. It's because them use it as a weapon against our ancestors during slavery. We are the only YouTuber that tell you that, and there's a series on it. Them use it as a weapon against our ancestors. Target them. You understand? And use it against them. Rape the men them in front of the entire plantation. The one of them feel, them know say him strong and can stand up to them. Emasculate him. And then everybody, all of the other slave them start look down upon him. So him lose all of the respect. So that's what them use. And then now you are forced if you accept something where them use against we in a slavery. You know, see, you're evil. Forcing Jamaica to alter these laws under diplomatic pressure undermine its sovereignty and disrespect the will of its people. We can't come to America and tell, Jamaican can't come to America and tell America what to do. Jamaica, like any nation, has the right to maintain its own legal and cultural framework without interference from foreign powers. The Biden administration's attempt to coerce Jamaica into changing its policy are not acts of friendship, they are acts of imperialism disguised as diplomacy. Jamaica is not alone in its stance. Other Caribbean nations, including Dominica, Grenada, Guyana, and St. Lucia, also criminalize same-sex relationships. The region resistance to LGBTQ plus advocacy is rooted in a shared history, the cultural perspective that value traditional family structure. By targeting Jamaica, the Biden administration sent a chilling message to other Caribbean nations. Comply with our social values or face diplomatic consequences. This heavy-handed approach threatened to destabilize US-Caribbean relations, eroding trust and goodwill built over decades. Many in the Caribbean view the US as a partner in economic development and security. However, actions like these risk alienating the region, driving it to seek alliances elsewhere, potential with nations less inclined to impose cultural condition and diplomatic and economic cooperation. So that I reason why China expand. China not tell no other countries about if you accept for them thing. And eventually, whether or not you want to believe it, them say a house that can't stand together must fall. The Biden administration actions can be seen as a form of economic and ideological terrorism. By using visa revocation as leverage, the US is attempting to force Jamaica to abandon its cultural and legal principles in favor of Western progressive norms. We don't care what white people want. You want to sleep with the next man or man. Phone the thing that. But not tell we are them thing that. But I see, you see, PMP LGBTQ plus do it because them a part of the Democratic Party. So this strategy mirror broader trends in US foreign policies, where aid and trade agreement are often tied to adopting specific social policies, particularly in developing nations. So them people are not allied, them people are not friends of other country. Them people are imperialists. This kind of coercion not only undermines the sovereignty of smaller nations, but also fosters resentment and resistance. Its position the US, not as a partner or ally, but as an overbearing force that uses its power to dictate the internal affairs of other countries. For nations like Jamaica, this approach is deeply harmful and counterproductive, fostering mistrust and undermining the potential for genuine partnership. So that's why I tell people them say, any old Jamaican we have, because church, all the church, remember say church are part of the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization in Jamaica. So that's why I tell you say, as soon as the Arab them build more mass of Jamaica, church are become irrelevant. People not even gonna look to them. The kind of coercion not only undermine the sovereignty of small, but it fosters resentment. So people are going to eat you. Black people see what the Biden administration have done, Although him not talk, but from your read, you see it, all them do things. The Biden administration treatment of Jamaica should have served as a wake-up call for our Caribbean and other nations that value their sovereignty. It highlights the danger of becoming too reliant on a superpower that prioritizes its own ideological agenda over respect for cultural diversity and national autonomy. Jamaica's refusal to compromise its law on same-sex marriage is a courageous stand in the face of immense pressure, and it should be supported by those who believe in principle of sovereignty and self-determination. The Democrats, far from being allies of Jamaica, have shown their true colors. They are willing to use every tool at their disposal to enforce their vision of world, even at the expense of long-standing diplomatic relationship. It's time for Jamaica and the Caribbean neighbors to stand firm, defend their values, and seek partnership that respect their right to govern themselves according to their own principles. So some people I say, all right, do Jamaica and support Donald Trump, understanding the cultural divide. Donald Trump victory has sparked a global reaction. But in Jamaica, many are quietly celebrating. We don't talk the people they PMP LGBT plus criminal organization and communities, Because see them party don't show them say, hey, have two men, and the other day, and you see baby Trump, he man no replica Donald Trump. The reason why because him white and him say some things where where he go against facts. So because Trump, for all of his controversial rhetoric, has shown respect for the laws and culture of sovereign nations, including Jamaica. Unlike the Democrats, who are increasingly seen as ideological bullies, Trump's policies signal a willingness to engage with other countries without forcing them to adopt values that clash with their cultural and legal framework. That's why many Jamaicans vote for Donald Trump in Florida. And you understand, just look at what happened in a blue state, them in New York, you see them Democrats are lose ground. Them not realize This transgender thing, man say my woman and all kind of madness. And them feel like everybody them can brainwash and control their mind. That's why we tell you all the time over here. Say up is up and down is down. So no guy come tell me about up or down and down or up. So in time we are say that we are talk about. And we say so we too whole. For nobody come tell me the madness there. Donald Trump has consistently emphasized the importance of each country making decisions based on its own laws, tradition, and cultural context. For Jamaicans, this is particularly important when it comes to issues like same-sex marriage and LGBTQ plus rights. While Jamaica maintains laws that reflect its deeply rooted cultural and religious beliefs, the Democratic Party, led by figures like Barack Obama, Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, has presented the island to change its stance. The recent diplomatic roar over Jamaica's refusal to recognize same-sex spouse of a U.S. diplomat highlight the growing tension between these two approaches. Trump, on the other hand, is perceived as someone who would and assure him respect the Jamaicans' decision, even if it doesn't align with American values. Donald Trump now tell black people, say, hey, two man, nothing wrong with that. Him ain't that. The Democratic Party's approach to foreign policy, particularly under the Biden administration, has been seen by many Jamaicans as heavy-handed and disrespectful. Yeah, man, have all the big LGBTQ flag flying in our country. And I tell you, so by tying aid and trade agreement and diplomatic relation to acceptance of progressive social policies, the Democrats are viewed as using their power to coerce compliance. That's terrorism that. I know they don't know mutual respect. You know, respect we. Many Jamaicans interpret this as a form of modern imperialism, forcing cultural changes under the guise of promoting human rights. What kind of human rights that? Donald Trump no like. So that's why them not like him. Because him no in a madness with them. So for a country that has fought hard to maintain its independence and cultural identity, this kind of pressure feel less like partnership and more like bullying. The perception is that the Democrats are more interested in imposing their worldview than in respecting the unique values and laws of other nations. Jamaica is not alone in its resistance. Across the globe, they are increasingly growing pushback against what many see as ideological overreach by Western powers. Countries in Africa, the Caribbean, and parts of Asia have made it clear that they will not be forced to adopt policies that go against their cultural and religious beliefs. Trump's presidency, for all its controversies, has been a symbol of this resistance. His focus on America's interests at home and his less interventionist stance abroad resonate with countries that feel under siege by Western liberalism. For Jamaicans, Trump's respect for their sovereignty represent a stark contrast to the Democrat approach, which many perceive as hostile and intrusive. Remember saying the Democrats and the PNP LGBTQ plus criminal have the same policies. Remember, Barack Obama, when him come to Jamaica, and with the, remember say PNP, that are the heart of the PNP, of the LGBTQ plus agenda in Jamaica, say Isaac Buchanan, Roger Banton, Stammer, Courtney, Stammer Terror, Samuels, Vibes Cartel, and the likes. Even all popcorn or popcorn. This is what these people is all about. So the support for Donald Trump in Jamaica isn't just about liking or disliking the man himself. It's about what he represents. A leader who respects the autonomy of other nations. In a world increasingly dominated by ideological battles, many Jamaicans see Trump's presidency as a chance to safeguard their cultural identity and legal sovereignty from external pressure. The Democrats, on the other hand, are viewed as a threat to this independence. Their approach, characterized by coercion and ideological imposition, have left many Jamaicans feel alienated and under attack. For these reasons, Trump's victory is a cause for cautious optimism among those who value their nation's right and self-determination. So yeah, man, so that's one of the reasons why You know, why Jamaican back jump and stand against the bullying, against democratic bullying. So have yourself a beautiful day. As we tell you before, if you're not learning anything over here, you're at the wrong channel. Jamaica, Young Police Channel out.